Hello, my name is Russ Merrick, and I'd like to welcome you to the manufacturing facility of Merrick Machine Company located here in Alvin, Nebraska. Today what we have here for you, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Triad Flip Table. This is a great machine. If you're trying to do closed panels, you just want to flip walls, you've got sheetrock on one side, OSB on one side, and you're trying to put plumbing lines in, all different kinds of things, windows and so forth. This is really the cat's meow. This is what you're hunting for. I'm going to go through this machine, talk about it, show you the actual operation, go through some of the features and benefits for you, the customer. Heavy duty construction. This is going to accommodate a 16-foot wall, 20-foot wall. We've actually built these things 40 foot and beyond, depending on what the customer's needs are. Real quick, the hydraulic table. In this case, none of it's painted. We actually put every machine on the floor. We test it, okay? We make sure it runs up and down before we break it down, paint it, take it to the paint shop, and then crate it and send it off to you, the customer. This product is actually installed. Service tech's going to come out, and he's going to go through and he's going to shoot it in with the transit. You guys will have to provide some of those things, and we'll go through what's needed on install, what's not. And this will be anchored to your floor. So there's a leveling foot assembly. There's several of them sprinkled throughout each one of the corners down here. Also on my left-hand side, also on the far outside perimeter. There's leveling feet throughout. And you can see some of those on our other videos. You've got real simple controls. You've got a main hydraulic unit on this side over where I'm standing. We're going to go ahead and lower this down. So I'm lowering the outfeed side is down now. The right-hand side of the screen is your in-feed, and your outfeed is on your left-hand side of the screen as you're viewing it. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and raise this up. You've got an auto mode, so this will actually do it all on its own. So in this case, you're going to have a wall that's actually going to roll on top of here. In this case, the customer, we don't have rollers in here. The customer is going to lay it on with a crane. We're going to flip it. It'll get transferred over to this wall, and then they'll lift it off with a crane or move it onto some power conveyor. Other things you can buy with the hydraulic flip table, you can actually have roller conveyor that's pop-up that actually comes in here to help you roll an entire wall in or out, either on the left side or the right side of the screen. Okay, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and run this. The outfeed side, I'm going to hit the manual button. It's a yellow button. It takes it straight up. So for the most part, it's pretty dirt simple. You've got two main hydraulic cylinders on the left-hand side of the screen. They're actually raising the entire structure, which will be where the wall is. And it'll stop at any position because I have it in manual, or you can run in automatic mode. Automatic mode, it'll come over, it'll drop the wall off. On this side here, on the in-feed side, you've actually got a series of rollers. Kind of hard to see, but maybe you can get a shot of that. Anyway, you've got a 3-inch roller on this side that the wall is actually going to be setting on. So that helps you roll it when you get it all and transfer it over to your outfeed side. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop that back down. Comes down. There's a series of stops on the left-hand side of the screen. There's 4 weldments on that side with one limit switch. Once you hit the stops, the limit switch is made. I'm going to go ahead and shut off the hydraulic pump. Now, on the in-feed side, which is the right-hand side of the screen closest to where I'm standing, they've got a similar setup, identical in almost every way. So my in-feed side, I'm raising it now. Once again, 2 hydraulic cylinders. There's quick couplers on here for fast and easy install. Okay, over on this side, we've actually got a limit switch. Think of it as a dead man switch as it comes on. So when this wall comes back down and sits on these 4 stops that we have here, it's going to make that limit switch, shut off the hydraulic pump, and there it sits. We don't want the pump running unless we absolutely need it. It's a waste of electricity. You know, we're trying to save you guys some money, so there's an advantage for you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and drop this back down. We've been building these for a good number of years. Whether you're trying to do wood and or steel wall panels, think of Triad, it works pretty well. For the most part, we're going to get a service guy. He's going to come in, he's going to settle this up, he's going to shoot it with a transit, and he's going to need some horsepower, some guys from your facility, forklift and things of that nature. There's a main bar or main beam that actually runs through here, and there's 2 of them. The two center ones actually tie both sides together so everything stays parallel and square. Okay, that allows us to get everything rolling initially before we actually go down and anchor the entire machine to the concrete floor. Real simple machine. Once again, this is not painted. We test every machine that we have here, whether it's a Diamond Quad Gen 2 table or what have you. We're going to run it in advance before we actually break it down. We make sure it works electrically, hydraulically. Then we'll break it down, take it into the paint shop, bring it back, crate it up, ship it out to you, the customer. Once again, heavy duty construction, pretty bulletproof, real easy to assemble, large major components, so it's not a giant erector set like most people might typically think of. You're going to have a main section which is from my right hand over to here is one giant weldment. Likewise on the bottom, then you come over, you've got some cross member pieces. There's actually two of them through the center here and one more big weldment. Likewise on the bottom, same thing on the other side. Hydraulics all have quick couplers. That makes it easy for you, the customer, if we've got a problem, we want to trade out a cylinder, and so forth. The pumps, the hydraulic pumps are going to range anywhere from 5 horse, 7 horse, 8 horse, 10 horse. It just kind of depends on what your needs are. Okay, real quick, the main controls we have on here, there's a processor on board, so there's a program written keeping track of everything. There's a main disconnect on the left-hand side of the screen for you to look at. That's where all your main power is going in, and it's also a transformer on this side. Every machine that you buy from us that requires a high amount of electricity, we're going to put a transformer on. That's what Triad does on all of our machinery, whether it's Triad, Stair machinery, or the Ruvo product. Generally, you're going to buy a machine and that isn't included in it. That's something that you're going to buy a transformer through your electrician after the fact. It's going to cost you more money. That's included in this, so it's a good feature for you guys. It's going to save you some money right up front. So if you got any questions, once again, call the factory at 1-800-568-7423. Once again, my name is Russ, and thank you for your time.